Use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze them, and after a few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Right?
That is crazy.
You're
This photo is crazy. This is like from.
You're from Bergen County Academies?
Yeah.
Your Korean name is Ju-eun?
What the
That is
hell?
crazy.
I know I lied about my age. I'm sorry. But the second I saw your profile and I the painting with the tulips, you're just like the most gorgeous girl ever, and you're such an unbelievably talented artist. Do you think you can just give me like one chance to show you I can make this work?
Though, what we want, the end state of the product is a chip inside your brain that lets you use AGI to think.
Let's just say that
Oh,
this
hell
guy's
no.
heart.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm good.
What's the dating market for you like down here?
I'm a boy. What do you mean?
Like how's the dating market?
What? You are about to say I'm a boyfriend?
What's up?
Cameron.
How you doing?
Cameron.
The camera's right there, bro. Can I help you, bro?
Your camera alright?
Yeah. You alright, bro?
Dude, I've been waiting for this day, dude.
Are you alright?
No way, dude.
Can I help you?
Bro, the guy is hairy.
No,
Bro,
the camera's
the guy is hairy. You know that Honor v1 gorilla challenge? This is the gorilla they be talking about.
right there, bro.
The guy's
Look right
hairy
there.
as hell.
PB. No f***ing way.
Yo,
Bullshit.
get out of the way, bro.
Cameron, holy
Hi, bro.
Are those the glasses, dog?
No,
Can I try
bro.
them on?
No, bro.
Can I try them
no,
on?
bro. Can I help you, bro?
What?
Now I know what people are thinking. It looks like this guy is harassing this man who is just out there making content, albeit
Harassing?
shirtless.
Nah, he's harassing me by having me looking at his goddamn hairy ass. Nah, I'm the one being harassed.
Just a little weird for somebody as hairy as he
Yeah,
is.
he's
But
way
trust
too
me,
hairy.
trust me, trust me. We want
Way
to
too
shout
hairy.
out to that guy and shout out to anybody who disrupts these honestly nuisance IRL content creators at these points, because they are getting nasty with this new technology and it must come to a head. This content seems pretty harmless in the beginning, but you soon found out why the guy in the black hat seemingly presses up on the guy with no shirt on. That's because he's being a little creepo in the neighborhood.
Bro, relax.
Your camera, alright? You need to chill.
You need to chill, bro.
You guys be creeping on those girls over here in PB and shit? Creeping? Yeah. That's you, right?
You gotta relax, bro.
You're like the POV guy, right?
You
Bro,
gotta
we
chill
have
with
a
them.
camera.
Are
Are
you
you
give a f about the camera, dude?
Put
I'm
on your
from here,
shirt,
bro.
man.
okay? Can I help you, bro?
Go to the other street, bro. Please. Out of respect for the locals and shit like that, please go
Just
to
be
the other
nice.
street. You grew up here. Do your videos where the fuck is a public place.
That's
But we
great.
don't
Yeah.
respect it here.
We've seen different styles of content like this before, where people take advantage of different people's communities, neighborhoods, go to different places and start harassing people. But it's good that there is a
I mean,
good
is that
Samaritan out-
harassing though? Is that really harassing? The guy came up to her politely. He didn't grab her or anything. Didn't like push her. Didn't like run up to her. Just try to start a conversation. But I get it. End of the day, look, you're trying to film someone secretly without them knowing, and yeah, like that's a no-go. And if I clock on that, yo, you're wearing a camera, I'm pretty sure the other person that's essentially at the end of it that's being filmed without knowing would like to know. So
out there who stepped in front of this person with the camera and said, hey, we're not doing this here, not where I'm from. You're being a nuisance. You're disturbing the peace. And not only that, you're being harmful with this new technology that's out. The idea that anybody can go around recording without anybody's consent,
Yeah,
all
that's-
because they have on some new Ray-Ban glasses, is a little weird. And we need to discuss how technology is taking over and not for the better. Not only do those glasses allow you to record without any sort of consent, and we know what happens when people record without any sort of consent. There's also a data issue. We've seen content creators on the internet expose the fact that these Meta glasses, that these Google smart glasses can literally take data off of unsuspecting people in the middle of the street without them even knowing what's going on.
yeah, that's a scary
Glasses
part,
that
man.
let you identify anybody on the street. To use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used
What?
to analyze them, and after a few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Right?
That is crazy.
You're
This photo is crazy. This is like from.
You're from Bergen County Academies?
Yeah.
Your Korean name is Ju-eun?
What the
That is
hell?
crazy.
Cambridge Community Foundation. Oh, hi, ma'am. Wait, are you Betsy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I met you through like the Cambridge Community Foundation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to meet you. I'm Kane.
Now, it's a good thing that the creator of this platform has taken some sort of responsibility by not publishing this sort of content information in the just code online on GitHub, which
Yeah,
I think it's
thank
weird
God.
that somebody would just straight up ask if it's on GitHub, but it's a good thing that they're being responsible. But the fact that any sort of artificial intelligence, data mining, or technology as a whole is getting
That
this
is
far without any
scary.
sort of regulations is
There has to be a countermeasure. There has to be. I don't know, maybe like wear some part of some sort of outfit or like a wristband that kind of like, you know, blocks that out where someone's trying to like, you know, record blah blah and like, I don't know, maybe that accessory that you have, you know, just stops out or prevents from happening, or it gives a notification. That'd be a sick invention to counter that, and you can make better money off that right there.
is getting weird. People are soon gonna stop being able to differentiate between real life and fake life and literally use technology to cheat their way through any scenario when it comes to, I don't know, human interaction.
So, how
How's
old
that
did you say
cheating,
you
though?
were?
I'm 30.
Your profile says you worked at Bananazon?
Yeah, I've been there for the past 8 years doing like senior software engineering, so you know, like coding.
Really?
Look, I know I look a little young for my age, but
Yo, the tricks out there. I'm about to have a field day with this. The moment they release this out there, bro, the tricking is gonna be crazy. The trick and deception is gonna be on a whole new level, bro. All I'm gonna say is, ladies, stay safe and be careful out there, cause these tricksters, they want to take it to a whole new level.
I promise you, I'm 30 years old.
Okay, well, maybe you are just way older than you look.
Here's your glass of rosé. And
Thank you.
sorry, we couldn't verify your ID.
Oh,
so here's a grape juice for you.
Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure there's a mistake.
I think you're way too young for me, so I'm gonna have to go.
Wait. Okay, look, listen, I know I lied about my age. I'm sorry. But the second I saw your profile and I the painting with the tulips, you're just like the most gorgeous girl ever, and you're such an unbelievably talented artist. Do you think you can just give me like one chance to show you I can make this work?
Can you give me some time to think about it?
I refuse to believe this shit is actually real. If this app is real, or becomes real, or gets released, it's actually done. It's actually done.
Are you free sometime next week?
Ooh, actually, next week I have this anime convention I gotta go to in my boys.
Yeah, but that's priority straight, man. Anime conventions over everything else, man. F the girls, F the family. Anime convention comes first.
Like next month, maybe?
What's the next month?
My God.
I feel like I just watched a Black Mirror episode come to real
Yeah.
life. That app is Cluey,
Wait,
and
it's actually that shit is real.
literally the
That shit is real.
slogan is AI to cheat on everything. There's so much concern in that with
Hey, I'm gonna have to jump on that shit. Try that out, man. I'm just for research purposes. For research purposes, guys. Nothing, you know.
fraud, with identity theft, with just straight lying to
That is
people who
crazy.
don't need to be lied to or asked to be lied to. It's unbelievable.
One thing I do say though is, people been lying to each other for centuries. It's nothing new, man. The only difference is now people can generally get caught for it blatantly because of this app now. That's now existent and encourage people to basically lie. But other than that, man, people lying to each other is nothing new. Women lie to men, men lie to women. That's, bro, man.
Well, the links of imagination that people are going to in order to basically not live life, to
Get
cheat
the
their way through
cheats.
life, to scam, to do nefarious things. The inventors of Cluey are some soulless D-bags who are trying to take the separation of
That
life
is
from reality.
crazy.
Like literally, AI and all this other tech stuff is supposed to be some sort of tool. But what they're doing is saying, hey, humanity no longer should exist. We should just put robots in front of robots. I think that this is just a weird detachment from reality, especially if you just listen to his voice.
There's two big arguments for the pushback. The first is this is dystopian and this sort of destroys what it means to be human. And,
Sure.
and I
does.
disagree with that pretty fundamentally. I think every time technology has advanced their capabilities, people have said the same thing. This destroys what it means to be human. But ultimately, like that never ends up being the case. We just become more efficient as a species. And the traits that make us human are not the traits that sort of like AI can fill in the blank for.
So, you know, things like information and knowledge, memory.
Do disagree with that one. It definitely does take away the human interaction. If I am as a machine literally giving you all the information on the internet and telling you what to do and what to say, which part of that is human? Which part of that is you doing enter the word? Which other part of that? Sure, you're obviously reciting the words to the person, but apart from that, they're not even your words. They're machine's word. That's done.
Identity, you know, your personal and private information aren't what makes us human. Oh God, this is crazy.
Right now, the vision, the version of the app that we have is just a desktop app, has complete access to your screen and your system audio. So it sees everything you're seeing and it hears everything you're hearing and can help with that context. Ultimately, though, what we want, the end state of the product is a chip inside your brain that lets you use AGI to think.
Let's just say that
Oh,
this
hell
guy's
no.
heart.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm good. I am so good with that. Like, it's a good idea. You make money off that, sure, and I'm pretty sure there are thousands of people that would invest millions or billions into that, but I'm good.
Heart and mind are in the right
What's it
place.
chip into
Are there
my brain?
no
Hell no.
downsides to any of these technological advancements? What is the protection for some sort of nefarious acts to be done? Like, even on the desktop version as to what he described, that's literally a virus. That is malware, that's Trojan. That's something that is not good for your computer to have on it. Whether you're the one controlling it or not, just having something that's always into your system and seeing your desktop and listening to the audio, I don't believe that that's a great thing. And then to take it to the next step, his end vision is to literally chip people's brains with something that can be accessed through the outside world. He must think that he's like literally Terminator 3 or something like that. Now that piece of technology seems to be very far down the line. I mean, I don't know how fast we're gonna get a bunch of people to sign up to put AI chips in their brain. Well,
there are people out there
did run a ChatGPT and just upload all their information, so I could be wrong. But there are things that are impacting us on a day-to-day basis right now, like deep fakes using AI voices and stuff, that is totally doing damage to people's reputations. Not only do we have things like radio stations using deep fake AI voices instead of real life hosts, but I remember during last year, during the whole political cycle, AI was going insane with the deep fakes.
It's neutral.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe.
Now, I don't know if you could tell, but that was not Joe Biden on the phone. Like, that was clearly an AI deepfake. And what's crazy is on platforms like Twitter or X or Facebook or whatever, even more deepfake imagery was used to paint narratives about both sides. Hell, it got so bad and so funny that Elon Musk started to participate in them, naturally picking his side, but using nasty images of AI deepfakes, AI, ChatGPT 4.0, Ghibli, literally any sort of AI imagery in order to, I don't know, paint Kamala Harris as a communist. But like I said, things like this can get even more nefarious. We've seen situations before where people have gotten their literal money stolen because AI has stepped in, whether it be with a voice or whether it be with a video, and taken people's money.
The cost of doing business
I didn't know
proved to
that.
be astronomical for a finance worker in Hong Kong who was duped into handing over millions of dollars after being tricked by deepfake technology during a conference call. It's the latest frightening example of how quickly artificial intelligence is progressing.
Police say thieves used artificial intelligence to create a phony video conference call with deep-fake colleagues to fool a financial worker in Hong Kong and steal $35 million.
Damn.
This is real-time back and forth. This is an escalation of the technology that we've already come to fear. Now we have a reason to fear it even more.
And those fears are top of mind for 80% of Americans who said they're worried about deepfakes during the 2024 election, according to new polling.
And the challenge with this new technology is the content spreads so quickly. Even if you have good laws in place, it doesn't necessarily allow for fast action to get the content taken down.
See, if people know that you can get money just like this, cyber crimes have to
Bro.
be expecting to go through the roof in the next couple of years.
That means, hey, I literally just thought about it just down the spot when he said that and I saw that. That means, I'm giving you guys some game. The demand for cybersecurity jobs, it's gonna go up. So, hey,
Only
And it's
because
literally just
the
got that
skill gap
instantly.
has also lessened between technology, its users, and any sort of malicious intent that can be done with it. I remember back in the early 2000s and hell, the 90s or whatever, even the depictions in mainstream media about how people were cracking the mainframe and plugging into a system or whatever the case may be were always dramatized and played up. You know, it was always some sort of introverted computer nerd that would be the only one to have access to anybody's system. But nowadays we're realizing that anybody and everybody can do it. From somebody who's
Bro.
16, 17, 18, all the way up to somebody
Anyone.
in their 70s. People are being able to take advantage of technology and use them for not the best means. Part of the reason why is because a lot of people are submitting their information to all these large language models. I've never been a fan of submitting photos for these different, hey, see what you'll look like in 90 years trend, or hey,
hell no.
this is what you would look like as a baby trend, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying I don't use AI. I do use ChatGPT every once in a while, but that's to ask stupid questions like, what's the boiling point of water? Not to say, hey, here's my whole financial game plan. You know, all my finances are tied in this. Make some sort of budget for me. Like, stuff like that is stupid. And I damn sure don't submit pictures of myself to AI models. I know what that stuff can do. Hell, even with being a public figure, I know what people can do to my content. I'm not going to be the one to feed into it. I think of examples like Angel Reese after her losing in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago, where people leaked nude photos of her and the whole time they were AI, and how much that affected her.
Been attacked so many times, death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. The worst ones are like the YouTube ones, because like people believe
honestly,
it.
that's AI. Like,
But people believe it. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Like I always say, like my worst one was when, like, literally my uncle like sent me
The
an
nude,
AI
yeah,
picture nude. Like that's crazy.
So I mean, yeah, like that's the crazy part about like where the world is going. AI is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't find Angela Reese all that, you know. I don't know why people like. Don't get me wrong, and I love tall women. I love tall women, but I don't know. She cute and that, but I don't know. When I listen to her, I don't know. It sounds like she's a complete airhead. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like dumb women.
Enough to talk about it, but like it's crazy, and that's like unfortunately I get so many tweets are like,
Obviously, it's not nice. Yeah, like being sexual like that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, obviously, that's what I'm saying. Like, AI is becoming dangerous, man. Like, technology is becoming dangerous. Like, it's advancing way quicker and faster than we anticipated, and even way faster than we can legislate it, control it. Like, there's no sort of like, you know, like sort of like regulatory. Oh, let me just use a different word. God damn, I couldn't even say that. Man, I'm not a morning person. I feel like, yeah, it's 11 right now. I'm not really a morning person, but there's no sort of authority out there that's generally like controlling, guiding technology in a way that it does not harm people and protects civilians. That really needs to be put in place as soon as possible. Like, sure, further down the line, we might start complaining like, oh, how the agencies, you know, limiting technology. But look, for humanity's sake, there's a reason why there are things like government, police, and all kinds of stuff in place. Because we humans, as much as new invention does good for us, we also can turn into a very, very bad thing, which is human nature, unfortunately. And you can't control everyone's thought or action in this world. So we definitely need some authority to come in place, man, and lock this down, man.
people are like, oh, you need to.
It's
We
getting
tried
out
to
of
take
hand.
down everything.
We
that-
can't.
Yeah, like you literally can't.
I'm not saying that technology is inherently evil. It depends on the morality of the
Yeah.
user or the creator
And
when
can't
it comes to what
can't
sort of
control what
purposes
everyone
it's going
thinks
to be
and
used
acts, like I
for.
said
But when we
before.
continue to push the limits like this unregulated and hide it under the disguise of it being innovative or whatever the case may be, humans are also going to push these things to the limits. They're going to push it to the limits when it comes to manipulation, lying, cheating, stealing, or hell, just putting your face on somebody having sex with somebody else's wife, and now you're either beat up or dead because somebody really believed it. At some point, we do have to put a stop to all this growth.
Well, that is crazy, though. You think about it. Now that you just said that, I just deeped it. Bro, you could end relationships, marriages by creating some fake stuff of your wife, girl, daughter, sister, doing some crazy stuff. And she telling you she didn't do it, but you throwing the evidence like, that's not me. But how would you know that that is AI? Bro, that is so messed up. Lord.
being seen in the technology field, and put some safeguards in front of it, or at least have these people
There
on
has to
some
be.
sort of watch list. Because if you leave it up to the guy who's creating Cluely, he will
Nah.
be putting chips in people's brains. Or if you leave it up to guys like RizCam, he would probably have terabytes and terabytes of footage in his computer of literal nasty depictions of women that they didn't even consent to.
Man, he's right, man. He's so right, man. Shout out to Omzi. Man, great content, man. There has to be some sort of protection in place. There has to be a measure that needs to prevent this from escalating. It already escalated, but it can only get worse from this point, and something needs to be done about it ASAP.